Rightio, catching up with Tayla French now after taking out Friday night's King of the North at Lower Long Farm Swan Hill Cup. Firstly, Tay, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me on.
Congratulations. One in itself. It's a great win. Two-time winner now for Parisian Artiste. There's a little bit more of the backstory to it than that, but it was a terrific win for him. Great to see him back in the winner's circle.
Yeah, it was. Probably brought up a 2-year anniversary between drinks for him, but it's been a long road to get there, but he finally got there.
He's actually been going terrific in himself, but just getting that win, if you like, I know I got no doubt you would have had confidence that he'd eventually get back to the winner's circle, but I suppose it tests you a little bit as a trainer, yourself and Alex, over the journey.
Yeah, most definitely. There was never really any expectations for him to come back and perform the way he is at the moment, but we'll take it every day of the week and hopefully it stays that way.
He's on camera now. Top of the lane, Chris Elford with Virginia Clouds looked like he might have just had a little bit of a kick. You had to really ask him, but in the end, he ends up running away from him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he did. Around the bend, we were running pretty hard, so I just balanced him up that little bit, and Puppet actually was the first one to turn the stick and ask for his horse to go, and I was pretty comfortable. I was just sitting there waiting, and once we balanced up and straightened up, I said go, and he went.
And he did go. And what was it like over the back straight when you were pulling up? Bit of relief to finally get him across the line in the winner's circle?
Yeah, it was. That's a feeling I've missed, to be honest. It was a little bit surreal. I didn't really think, as the tapes went back, I missed the start. I didn't hear the starter. I had my earmuffs on, so I thought that could have cost me the race. But pulling up was a huge sign of relief, and all credit to the horse.
Because you and I did a more than a horse about him, and I encourage people to go back and watch it. But he's had his setbacks, to say the least. And as you said, 2-year anniversary since he actually won. I'm just trying to find. It was 2022 anyway. It was the Swan Hill Cup. He'd won one other race after that, which was the Maryborough Cup on the 16th of October, and then just everything went wrong basically for him. And there was some concerns he'd ever race again. Then you had the concerns or the worries, if you like, of maybe he won't win another race, but he's bounced back terrific.
Yeah, he has. And like I mentioned before, he's just exceeded our expectations beyond and beyond. But, I think he had one start last year and it was in the Swan Hill Cup, and I'm not going to say he disgraced himself, but it was a terrible watch. But obviously he had a lot of things wrong. And, ever since then he was off the scene until about 4 or 5 runs ago. This prep, when he started performing, he put it all together again. And his last run at Maryborough was probably his best run when he chased home Just Believe. And, he ran past some fairly handy horses in that race, Parsi Phoenix and Mufasa Metro. So, it's good to see him back on track, and hopefully there's a few more wins in store.
He looks good, Tate.
He does. He looks terrific. He's very well looked after. He's probably a bit too well looked after, but that won't change.
No, he's a ripping horse. He's only won 12. I say that, but he's got 200,000. Oh well, as good as 200,000 in the bank. He wins the right races, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He knows when to stick his head out. Hopefully, with a few more country cups coming up after the Inter Dominion, he can probably pick up another 1 or 2 of them. But he's almost hit that 200,000 benchmark, and he is still only likely to race for a 6-year-old. But hopefully, with the Trotters, how they're going at the moment, and they seem to be getting better with age, so hopefully that's the case for him.
Well, he's bred to Schleck is muscle mass, but being by Love You himself, the Love Yous do just get better with age. They get bigger, they get stronger, and hopefully with the little setback that he's had, it might just help his joints and things like that through the journey. And you never know, he still could be racing as a 12-year-old, which you got plenty left ahead of you.
Yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully we can keep maintaining him and looking after him the best we can, and just keep him sound, the main thing. But if that all goes to plan, he should have a pretty good future ahead of him.
What does he do next?
He's gonna get some TLC for the next few weeks and wrapped up in cotton wool, and then he'll head to Sydney for the Inters.
Yep. So no more racing here in Victoria.
He might have one more start before he goes, but we'll just see. He's had a fair few good runs under his belt this campaign, and he raced at Maryborough on Sunday over the trip, and then Friday night at Swan Hill over the trip again. So we'll tuck him away for a little bit. If we have time, we might give him one more start, but there's no real need.
Yeah. How does he travel, Tay, like in the float, things like that? Does that worry him at all, or is he going to be able to handle that? Because it's one of the big concerns with the Sydney trip.
Once he gets there, he's okay. Well, I should say actually, when he's on the float, he's okay. But once he gets there, he's already running his race, and it's the same. If you travel 5 minutes down the road or 5 hours down the road, it's always the same result when you get him off the float. He's a real nervy bugger, but we've kind of learnt with him, the more nervous he is before the race, the better he goes. So it's generally a good sign.
Yeah, going to be a good thrill for yourself and Alex having a Dominion runner. You're driving him, I hope.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Good. Well, I didn't ask that one beforehand, so I was hoping that's going to be a huge thrill. He's already given you your first Group 1 win, so I mean that's going to be a great thrill in itself. I'm tipping you're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I am, and I'm just wrapped that he's back racing how he is, because never did we think he would be, and that's real hard to get on a good, nice trotter like him. And yeah, the feeling on winning on a trotter like him, something different.
Yeah, no, well done, Tate. I'm not going to push this interview too long because we'll have service cut out, but I think congratulations to yourself, Swan, for putting on a great cup meeting as well. I apologise to the guys for not getting there. But, yeah, well done to you and Alex and everyone else behind the scenes, because I'm tipping there's a lot of people that have done a lot of hard work getting back racing. Now he's back winning. I think it's an awesome effort. And well done to you two as well for giving me the time, because I appreciate it. You had a pretty strong weekend of things going on, so I really appreciate you giving me a bit of time, Tate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. 24-25 stay-in roster for Harassed Trotters is out. Headed up by EL Titan, winner, leaving a heap of winners in America. Standing for $4,000, he is Chilled. We also have Always Ready, eligible here in Victoria. Used to Me, quality sire of 3 Group 1 winners, and the value price there is $17.50. There are discounts on all 3 of those horses if you pay early. We also have Classic Connection for $3,500. Again, standing in Queensland, this horse is, and important for the New Zealand people. This horse is frozen semen, actually will mean that those horses are Q-bred. So you've got a whole new market to sell to with them being Q-bred eligible. So make sure you get in touch with the team there. And for my New Zealand friends, On a Streak will be in person, staying at Waihee Farm in conjunction with Harassed Trotters for the value price of $3,500. Breeders' Crown winner. Breeders' Crowns are on now. Frozen size 2, you can see there, back of the neck, not available in New Zealand, but Ekeri D and Orlando Vici, the 100% producer and of course sire of champion horse, Just Believe. Get in touch with the team at harassedtrotters.com.au. That is harassedtrotters.com.au.